Hey, what's up? This is Apocalypse here. I'll keep this short and sweet. Last few days, maybe 5 or 6, whatever, I really haven't spent as much time as I'd like at Spreaker, and that's just the way it goes. So, I also haven't spent a lot of time at Skype, a little bit less time at Facebook, all that. So, I haven't really been going to much shows besides News Guy. Other than that, except for weekends, I really have been avoiding stuff just so I could actually sleep. Because unlike Barko, who's usually methed out of his mind, this is another reason why he deletes his shows, is because he's always talking so fast, like, yeah, oh, come on, answer. Are you there? Hang up, answer, delete. And he just says a lot of stupid shit that usually it's a tweaker thing. Every tweaker likes to cover their tracks. And whenever you confront him about being a tweaker, oh, no, don't make me buy Yayo. Or, no, I haven't done that in like 9 months. Yet, think of it this way. All of Barko's stories involve doing drugs. All of them. There are no stories he is involved in that are of him sober. And that's fine, but that's his personality. The only problem I have with this is he kind of pretends like he's not a huge druggie, and it's like, just be honest with who you are. You're a druggie. All your chat room comments are either druggie like music, or you're just a huge druggie, and that's fine. That's who you are. You shouldn't be ashamed. Stick with what you are. Don't run from it. There's plenty of hosts on Spreaker that do this shit. And I guess that's probably another reason why he deletes all his shit, because then it's like, okay, you can hear him talk super fast, and he's like, hey, come on, answer, are you there, and then hang up, delete. Don't repeat any of this. Don't play any of my show anywhere else. I don't want to be made the fool. And it's like, okay, buddy, you're a fucking crackhead. So, Barko, oh my god, this retard. Okay, so I wasn't even around, and I guess someone was trolling with a sock, and Barko, you think someone who would troll a lot like he does would know better, but apparently he has learned nothing in his last 2 years on here. So someone trolled him with something, and then Barko immediately said, oh, that's a picture you've seen somewhere, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? A, he didn't explain what this picture was. I didn't know about it until after all this was done, because I was asking around. I was like, what the fuck is Barko chimping at me for? And then he was talking about putting me on social media timeout for something that I didn't do or any of that. And see, Barko has this big problem of running his mouth. He gets really high, and oftentimes he doesn't sleep. So if you see him do shows, he's on as much as I am, if not more, because, see, I actually sleep. And when I sleep, I sleep at least 6 to 8 hours. I try for that. Barko doesn't sleep because he's always methed out. If you listen to any of his shows, he's always talking so fast, like that. That's him. And it's creepy. It's like, oh my god, just slow down, dude. See, no other host talks that fast. No other host is like that. And it's all drug talk, it's all this, all that. It's all these fantasies, too. Like, I did this one picture troll of him as Uncle Rico, because the weirdo was posting, like, shots of this girl he had a crush on from 8th grade. 8th fucking grade. He's posting shots of her on a show he was doing, and he's telling everybody, oh yeah, I have a shot with her. And it turns out, like anything else he talks about, he's full of shit. There's nothing he can do. And I knew it because she was actually hot, and all this, and totally out of his league, because see, Barko doesn't have great social skills. He's trying to spread this rumor that I'm not going to Vegas, which is funny, kudos to him. But the reason why he's doing that is he's trying to demoralize me. So by the time I get out there, I'll be drained and pissed off at him. But here's the thing. Barko is about 13 years older than me. And I think he's probably at least 100 pounds heavier. And all this, I don't think he can match me. So when I go to Vegas, I don't have to rely on prostitutes, escorts. Because when I've talked to him before about this whole Vegas trip, he's like, well, what girls are coming from Spreaker? And I'm like, does it fucking matter? Are we really stuck with, getting with girls from Spreaker only? And, like, he didn't get it. Like, I don't know. I was like, this guy's so hopeless and retarded. So, yeah, when I go to Vegas, there's lots of social events you go to, and you just go and you meet chicks. I mean, it's not fucking hard. You don't got to be a creepy fuck. Because he does have these control issues. That's why he got rid of Bastard FC, was because at a certain level, no one was doing shows to his liking. So because he didn't like that, he had to delete it. And so that's the same thing that'll happen to the Spreaker Park Boys. Notice how everything he does either disappears or destroys itself. It's like a Inspector Gadget. No, everything he touches just bloop, 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 deletes. And so basically someone trolled him, and I think he's figured out who it was. And then so he's talking about putting me on social media timeout. And I'm just thinking, hey, Tard, you got trolled by someone else. And you just assumed it was me. How does that make you feel, Barko? How does it make you feel to know that you are so low rated, you got trolled by someone that wasn't me and you thought it was me, without any proof? I mean, yeah, you can always assume, and I don't blame you for assuming, but to chimp out and delete me and get rid of me on Twitter and all this and put me on social media timeout, well, fuck you, dude. You're such a wimp. You are the biggest pussy on Spreaker, Barko. As much shit as you like to talk about News Guy being a pussy, I mean, you're chimping out, dude. You're chimping out hardcore. Maybe it's your age, but then you can't really say the age because look at Aussie Andrew. I think he's around the same age as you, and he's not a big pussy, So Barko, maybe you should just tie up the whole, troll thing, and because, while I'm not going to discount your trollish ways as being effective, but you have such a soft underbelly, Barko. Maybe this whole trolling thing isn't for you. Maybe you should just give it up. Maybe do some storytelling like you do anyways. I mean, half the shit you say isn't true. And so this is just to let you know, Barko, you don't have to cry anymore or anything like that. I'm sorry someone else hurt your feelings and you run your mouth and then you blame me for something. I didn't share anything. I didn't tell anyone about anything, but it's like you just get drunk or you're always methed out and you never sleep. Like, for instance, last night, you said you just woke up. No. When you called Dyslex, you had Rick's show playing. And then you also were there and you were at Dyslex's show, and then you did a show, and then you did another show, and then you said you just woke up. So you just cannot be honest, which is fine. That's great. But, Barko, you gotta lose that soft underbelly, buddy. Gotta get rid of it. You gotta stop being such a pussy. You get all butthurt. You share your cousin, supposedly, with all these people, and you pretend you're such a badass. Ooh, look at my cousin. She's hot. What kind of freak does that? I mean, no one cares, Barko, about your cousin, or I'm sorry, that's your niece being hot. I mean, that's fucking creepy, dude. I mean, you're putting this shit out there. Well, I'm not going to share it with anybody. Someone else might. And then you're going to blame me because you're a fuckhead. So, how about you stop the bad behavior and just stop revealing all this stupid shit that no one cares about? Just stop. No one cares. I'm being dead serious. Honesty here. So, let's lay off the drugs, Barko. Let's go to rehab because I know you're always methed out and you don't remember anything, and how you're never high, but all your stories are you on drugs, but you're never high. But yeah, that makes total sense, and all your bass head music. So, all right, this was a short by Apocalypse. Hopefully, it wasn't too long or too repetitive. So, enjoy the rest of your Sunday.